how do you organize your observations? You mentioned a notebook and computers. Like, how specifically do you go about organizing it in a way where you can come back to it and just see and be able to compare right away rather than like keep flipping back in your notes, you know?
It depends on like every person's style, but in my personal like lab notebook, which is my notebook that I have at the lab, is usually it never comes out because all the data and all the information needs to be like contained there, and it needs to be like reachable when I need it. So in the way that I organize it is just all of the time I wrote down like the date of when I'm like doing my experiments, and I put like steps of what am I doing. Like step 1, I did this and this and this. Step 2, I don't know, I took a planarian, blah blah blah, and I put it in this petri dish, step by step, and then I wrote down the results. Like in these kind of experiments, it's everything about how many squares the flatworm moves. It's like a petri dish, and under the petri dish you have like a like little squares, so you can know. It's like a kind of like a measure. So you just wrote down, for example, this planarian moved like 2 squares per minute, whatever. So you like register all of those, and then at the end you like also wrote any other like movements. You have your controls, you have like the measure of how much pesticides are you applying to the flatworm. So everything you do in the lab, you need to be like with a registration of what are you doing, because you can like miss any step, because like you say, you go back and then you're like, I mean, I try to have like a really good memory, but sometimes it's like, I don't know. So you need to like register like everything in a very detail. Also, the thing that helped me is I use pens with different colors. So for example, when it's like something really important is, I don't know, red color. And if something about the steps is blue. So in that way, I can like have like a mental organization of the things that I'm doing at the lab. So it's the way I organize it. And when you finish, you put all the like data, the numbers in the computer. It depends on the research you are like conducting, but sometimes there's like a specific software to produce graphs or whatever. So,
do you digitalize it at all? Like, do you digitalize it?
No.
You like take photos of the notebook or like upload them, or?
No, which it should be a good idea, because I don't know, something could happen. But no, I mean, it's like a pretty safe lab. So no.
Interesting. So you just insert numbers in the computer, not your written observation notes. Okay.
No, all of that is in the notebook. I mean, because I have the lab notebook and I have like my usual like book where I take my notes, but it's in like in general. It's not like I'm doing like a journal of what am I doing, but in general it's like to-do list or stuff like that. And then I change to the other one. It actually works the same, like different colors, highlighters, and everything. I don't know, it's just in the way you feel like more comfortable like taking your notes.
Yeah. Interesting.